んにちは。ありがとうございます。ただいまより HJ ピースラビングフェスティバル神奈川を開催いたします。
HJ Peace Loving Festival Kanagawa。
私は本日の司会を務めさせていただきます。
Today's
持田
MC
ひろみと申します。
持田。
最後までどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much。
ありがとうございます。まずはじめに
First of all,
私たちを代表して
representing all of us,
西神奈川教区婦人代表水口和子様に代表祈祷をお願いいたします。
from the West
皆様
Kanagawa
黙祷をお願いいたします。
is going to give reports prayer.
Beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, August 26th of Chonilgu 5th year, October 15, 2017, I thank from the bottom of my heart as I feel God's depths of love in transition of seasons. Many seeds were planted in spring under warm sunlight, grown in hot summer. Now it is fall for harvesting crops during cooler wind. October is a month for liberation, blessing, and a victory. Fall 2017, Mother Nation Japan is in transformation with grace. Today, I truly appreciate as more than 10,000 people centered on Kanagawa citizens at Makuhari Messe gathered, receiving beloved True Mother and holding HA Peace Loving Festival Kanagawa Rally. Heavenly Parent, every one of us realizes that we are allowed to live unconditionally given true parents' precious, gratis, love, and forgiveness. I deeply thank true parents are fully dedicating and loving for the sake of liberty and God, saving humanities, realizing world peace at their all sacrifice. The world is faced with crisis in many aspects. In such a time of anxiety, the fact that True Mother is living on earth is our humanity's happiness and a hope more than anything. We are building true love families, and we every day walk for one family under God, the parent. We offer desire and determination to make Japan a comfortable nation for living, to make the world peaceful, and to establish Chonilgu as early as possible. I deeply thank for today when we receive True Mother. Through True Mother's merciful love and words, inheriting heavenly fortune, may this rally be gracious so that we depart for the front with our best hyojeon toward making happy families and establishing Chonilgu. I pray and report to the Heavenly Parent in the name of Mizuguchi Minaguchi Hiroshi Kazuko, a blessed center family. Aju.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
続きまして、
Now,
世界平和統一家庭連合日
representing
本
the
会長
Family Federation
徳
for
野
World
英
Peace
氏よ
and
り
Unification Japan,
主催者挨拶をお
Mr.
願いいたし
A.G.
ます。
Tokuno is going
拍手
to
でお迎えくだ
offer
さい。
the words of greetings.
ご来場の皆様、こんにちは。
Hello, everybody.
ようこそおいでくださいました。
Welcome all to this
主催者
festival.
を代表して
On behalf of the
心から
organizers,
歓迎申し上
I
げま
truly
す。
thank you so much for your participation today.
本日の大会のタイトルは
Today's festival
HJ
has been prepared
Peace
under the title
Loving Festival
HJ
Kanagawa
Peace Loving Festival
幸
Kanagawa
せな家庭
towards happier families,
躍動する日
more
本
vibrant Japan,
希望の世
and
界へ
the
でありま
world
す
of hope.
今日の日本の国内外の
Looking in and
情
around
勢に
Japan,
鑑みるとき国外的には
we can recognize
隣の北朝鮮の
serious challenges for national
核やミ
security,
サイルの脅威
such as the neighboring North Korea's
中国の
nuclear and missile
野心
threats,
的な海洋進
as
出
well as
等の
China's hegemonic
深刻な
advancement into
安
the
全保
oceans.
障の脅威に日本はさらされております。国内的には
Domestically,
今日もお二人の国会議員の先
as
生
we
が
have two
来てくださいま
National
したけれ
Diet
ども、
members here,
まさに衆議院選挙の
Japan is passing through one of the most decisive general elections campaign for the House of Representatives,
日本の国の運命を決
as
定
it
する
could alter Japan's
重要な
destiny towards the year
総選挙であります。
2020.
したがって本日の大会は
We may say, therefore,
激動の真
that
っ只
our
中に行
event
われる
today is taking
歴
place
史的な
in
大
the
会で
middle
ある
of
と
such
断言
turbulent
できるので
situations
ございます。
in and out of the country. What a historic opportunity.
世界はテロの問題、難
Indeed,
民問題、
our world is
核兵器の
tackling
脅威、
difficult problems
日本におきまして
related
は
to terrorism,
少子高齢
refugees,
化、
and natural environments, while
自殺の
Japan
深刻化、
faces deteriorating state
あ
of
るいは
less children and
若者
aging
の
population,
未婚、晩婚、非婚、
collapsing
離
families
婚率の増加
with
による
decreasing marriages
家
and
庭崩壊の
increasing
問題、
divorces.
さまざまな社会的な問題が
Many such social problems
日本
are
のみならず
plaguing us.
全人類
And this is
74
not
億の前
only
に
the Japanese
横たわ
phenomena,
っております。
but really the world situation.
1945年に創設された国際連合は本来ならば東西冷
The
戦時
United
代を
Nations, since its founding in 1945, has been supposed to end the East-West Cold War and to assume a leading role towards achieving the world of peace.
今まで世界平和の実現のために貢献してこられた実績も
As we know from its status quo, however, while it has contributed
人
to
類の多くの期
peacemaking
待に応えら
endeavors,
れない
its leadership
地
is
球温暖化の
far
問題、
less adequate
核拡散、
owing to its
防
structural
止条約の
limitations.
締結の問題、明らかに全世界
The
は
examples of their
これらの難問題を
inadequacy
解決できない
emerge with the
窒
Paris
息圏
Agreement
にある
on the
と
global warming,
言わざるを得ないのであ
as
りま
well
す。
as the signing of the Treaty
このよう
on
な世界
Nuclear
の
Non-Proliferation.
難問題を解決する希
In
望
order
の
to tackle
法案
these
が見当た
difficult
らない
challenges of the world,
本質的な人類の行くべき道が見当たらない
we cannot
表
find
現を変えれば
the essential
これらの
solutions.
世界の難問題を解決する世界の中心世界の主人が見当たら
In
ない
other words, we cannot find
世界の行くべき道を示す
or the
真なる
compass
羅
towards
針盤
the
が見当
hope.
たらないと言って過言ではありません。そのような中で全世界の難問
In
題を解
order
決す
to
るため
tackle
に
these difficult challenges of the world,
1954年
in
ムン・ソンミョン総裁が
1954,
我が統一運動を創設され
our unification movement
1960年
was established,
ムン・ソン
and
ミョ
in
ン総裁と
1960,
ハン・ハクジャ総裁
Rebel
の
Moon and
ご
Mrs.
成婚
Miss
式によって
Hak
本格
Moon
的に出発した
were married in
この
blessing.
統一運動こそが
This unification
人類の
movement
新たな希望であると
is
断言できる
emerging
のであ
as
り
a
ます。
new hope for the whole world and humanity.
5年前
5 years
統一運
ago,
動の創設者であられま
the
す
founder of the unification
ムン・
movement,
ソンミョン
Reverend
総
Samuel
裁
Moon,
はご逝去されました。
concluded his 92
直ちに
years of life on
米軍
earth.
人であられます。
Then,
ハン・ハ
however,
クジャ総裁
his
は
beloved wife,
世
Dr.
界
Hak
平和のた
Jahan
めの
Moon,
神様の
inherited
摂理を
his
継承し
leading role and
集
has
団なき
guided
前進
this
の
unification movement
精神のも
for the
と
last 5 years
この5年
until
間の間
now in the spirit
私たち統
of
一運
march
動
forward
を
without
全世界的
interruption.
にその陣頭指揮を取ってこられました。まさにムン・ソンミョン総裁の霊夫人、ハン・ハクジャ
With
総裁
pride
こ
and
そ
confidence, I would like to
人類
introduce
の
Reverend Moon's
誠
wife,
の母であられ、
Mrs. Hakjahan Moon,
天が人類
as
に送られ
true
た
mother of
一人
mankind
娘、
and the begotten
特
daughter
選女で
sent by
あられ
heaven
ます。
to earth.
本日、人類の誠の母、人
Today,
類の
here at the
唯
Makuhari
一
Messe,
の一人
we are to
娘、
receive
特
Dr.
選女
Hakjahan Moon,
ハン・ハクジャ
the
総裁
begotten
が
daughter of
こ
God.
の幕張メッセに来てくださいました。
She is now with us here.
改めてハン・ハクジャ総裁に心からの大きな
Dear
歓
participants,
迎の拍手をお
please
願い
give
申し上げま
a
す。
big round of applause and welcome to Dr. Hakjahan Moon.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
統一運動の核心を端的に申し上げ
The
れば、
central thought,
ために生きる
ideal, objective, or dream of the unification movement is, in one word,
親に
to
対する
achieve ideal families and an ideal world
その功
by
の
nurturing human
心情
characters
文化革命
of living for the sake of the others,
純潔を生命視する
Hyojeon culture of filial piety to parents,
それらの
and
精神に基
marriage
づく
blessing, which
理想
takes
家庭
chastity
実現による
most
理
seriously.
想世界実現であります。これこそが我が統一運動の
This is
中心的な
the central
思想であり、
core idea
目
of
標
the
であり、
unification
夢
movement,
であります。
the objective
人
and
類
the
の共
dream.
通の親であられる神様、
This is a
天の
global
皇様を中
peace
心とし
movement
て
centering
人種
God
の壁、
as the common parent of
国家の
mankind,
壁、
namely
文化、
heavenly parent,
言語の
to
壁を乗り
arrive
越
at
え
one
て
human family,
全人類
transcending
が
barriers of
一
races,
家族になろうとする
nations, languages,
世
or
界的
states.
な平和運動こそが我が統一運動の核心でございます。本日ハン・ハクジャ総裁がメインスピーカーとして
I do believe
私たち
that
すべ
today's
ての
keynote speaker,
参席者の
Dr.
前で
Hakjahan Moon, true
日本に
parent
対
of
する
mankind,
天
will
の願
clearly
い、
show heaven's desire
日
for
本
Japan
が
and Japan's
アジアと世界の中で
responsibility and mission
行くべ
for
き日本の
Asia
使命と
and
責
the
任につい
world.
てはっきりと教えてくださると思います。本日のハン・ハクジャ総裁の
By appreciating
Message
heaven's definite wishes for Japan and our responsibility and mission
そして
clearly
理想家庭に
through
よ
the
る
message of Dr.
理想
Hakjahan
世界
Moon,
実現、
let us transform
世界
ourselves
的な
to be brave men and
平和
women
運
of
動
heaven
の
who can
先頭に
lead
立つ
the global movement
天
in
の
realizing the world of
有志
peace without
列挙
wars,
に
as
な
well
ろ
as
う
the
ではあ
ideal
りません
world
か。
populated by love-filled ideal families.
ありがとうございます。
Thank
もう
you
一
so
度
much.
皆様のご来場
In
に
concluding the
心から
organizer's
感謝申し上
welcome
げ、
remark, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for your participation one more
ありが
time.
とうございました。
Thank you so much.
それではご来賓を代表いたしまして、
Now,
お二人の
representing
方に
the
ご祝
guests
辞を
of
お願いいたしま
honor,
す。
we ask two people
はじめに
to say
参
some
議
words
院
of
議員
greetings.
豊田俊郎様に
First,
お願いいたします。ご登壇されます。
Honorable
拍手でお迎えください。
the member of the
ただいまご紹介をいただきました自由民主党
My name,
参議院議員の
the
豊田
Liberal Democratic
俊郎で
Party
ございま
member
す。
of the House of Councillors, Toshiro Toyoda.
ピースラビングフェスティバル
This is the Peace Loving Festival.
in 神奈川の開
in
催
Kanagawa.
誠におめ
I
でとうござい
really
ます。
congratulate you for convening this very special event.
ようこそ
And really, you are welcome to the Chiba prefecture, my prefecture.
この会場は
This
2020年
venue
のオリンピック・パラリンピックの会場にも
is going to
なっ
be
ており
one
ま
of
す。
the venues of the 2020 Olympics
この
and
節は
Paralympics.
再来場を
So please
まず
come
は
over again when
ご
the
歓迎を
Olympics will
申し上げ
take
たいという
place
ふうに思い
in
ます。
that
どうぞよろ
year.
しくお願いを申し上げま
Thank
す。
you.
私は千葉県議会議員を
I
経た後、
was the member of the
このすぐ
Chiba
そばにございます
Prefectural Assembly,
千葉県八千代市の市長を
then
3期
assumed
務めさせて
the
いただき、
Yachiyo City Mayor for 3
4年前に
terms. And 4
千葉
years
県
ago,
選挙区から参議院
I was
に
elected
送
to
り
be the
出していただ
member
い
of the
た
House of
もので
Councillors
ござい
from
ます
this Chiba Prefecture.
私は従来から政治家の心得として
I thought
古の
from before
個人からの教え、
that,
いわゆる終身成果遅刻
when you
天下
master yourself,
世の
then
中には
organize your family,
4つの
then
愛
make
がある。
peace in the
その一
nation
つは
and the world.
まずは家
And
庭愛
there
だ
are
そして
family love for
2つ目
family,
は地域愛、
love for the
そ
local
して
area,
4つ目は祖国愛。
and the love for the nation.
この延長に世界が
And
平和がある
then the world
そんな思い
peace
で
will
日常
be
の
realized.
政治活動
This
を
has been my
務めさせていただいてお
long-standing
る
faith
わけで
and
ございます。
conviction in my political
さて
career.
本日でございますけれども、
Now today,
皆様は平和と幸福は家庭からと
your
信念
message
で
is
真の
the
家
peace
庭運動を
and happiness
世界
comes
的な規模で
from the
展開
families.
されているとお伺い
You're
をいたしております。
organizing the global movement.
そして本日は
And
この運動を提唱し
Today we
指導
have
を
the
され
leader,
ておられる
the founder of this
白蛇
global
総
movement,
裁をお迎えし
Mrs.
て
Hakjahan
メッセージ
Moon,
をお聞
and
きにな
she's
ると
going to
伺ってお
deliver
りま
a
す。
special message to you.
世界平和の実現を目指す皆様方の運動の
Your movement
大き
for
な飛
the
躍の
world
機会
peace
と
will
なること
really
が
be
できるよう
uplifted
ご記念を申し上
and
げ
lead forward
お祝い
today
の言葉
through
に
this
返さ
event.
せていただきます。
I
本
salute
日は誠
to
に
you
おめでとうご
all.
ざいます。
Thank you very much for your attention.
豊田様、本日の式典にふさわしい
Honorable Toyota, thank you very much for your very appropriate message.
続きまして、
And
参議
next,
院議
we
員
ask
島村大様にお願いいたします。
Honorable Dai
拍手でお迎え
Shimamura,
ください。
the member of the House of Councillors.
ただいまご紹介いただきました自民党参
I
議院
am the Liberal Democratic Party member of the House of Councillors,
ありがとうござい
Dai
ます。
Shimamura from the Kanagawa Prefecture.
本日はですね、
Today,
私の選挙区の神奈川県の
from
方々が
my
ですね、
constituency,
この
the
千葉
Kanagawa
県幕張
Prefecture
にいらっ
has
しゃったこ
come
とをですね、
over to
私からも
Chiba's
感
Makuhari
謝させていただきた
Messe.
いと思います。
I'm really
私も神
grateful.
奈川県から来ました。
I also came from Kanagawa Prefecture today.
まずもってですね、
First of all,
ピースラビングフェスティバル
this
のですね、
peace-loving
開催がです
festival
ね、このように盛大に開催され
being
ましたことをまずも
convened
って
such
ご
a
喜び申し上げ
successful
ます。
event.
さて大変申し訳ございませんが、私も喉が枯れておりまして、
I am sorry, my
選挙期間
throat,
中でございます。
throat are
毎
dried up.
日毎日
I have
大きな
been
声を枯らしてますので、
telling loudly
ここは一つ
every
勘
day
弁をしていただきたい
because
と
of
思
the
います。
general elections campaign. So please
先
excuse
ほ
me
どありがとう
for
ござい
my
ます。
coarse
先ほど
voice.
上を向いて歩こうっていう
A few
ビデオが流れ
moments
まし
ago,
た。
the song
私この歌が
上を向いて
大好きでござい
歩こ
ます。
う the
そして
Sukiyaki
この日本
song
の歌
was
上を向いて歩こうがですね、
given. I like that
アメリ
song.
カのビルボードで
That
唯
song
一世界で1位になった曲だと
was
聞いております。
listed as the
そしてこの
top in the
歌を
America's
歌ってた
Billboard for the first time as a
坂本九さん
Japanese song.
あの方
And
が
as
です
you
ね、
know, the
もう
singer
約
of this
32
song,
年前になり
about
ますが、
32 years ago,
JAL の飛行機で
died
御巣鷹山
in
に
a
残
plane
念ながら
crash
飛行機事故で亡
onto
くなら
the
れました。
Ostaka mountain.
なんでこの話を私がするか
Why
と言い
do
ま
I
すと、
say this?
私もですね、
Because 32 years ago, myself, I became the doctor of dentist, dental doctor, and I went to the Osaka mountain and to identify the dead bodies' identities. That was my first very dramatic event. So I cannot forget that tragic event. This song, the Sukiyaki song, is indeed appropriate as we go through difficult, turbulent period of history. Every day, every moment, we should look upward, hoping for the tomorrow, better tomorrow. That's the spirit of that song. And therefore, through this turbulent, difficult period, as Honorable Toyoda said, this love for family, this familial love is the basis of everything. Every love is rooted on the family. And I really would like to promote the family cultures together with you, especially the younger generation who is here may realize this particular message so that we can create a very peaceful Japan, great prefectures of Kanagawa and Chiba as well. So let's work together. This festival today has the message, one family under God. The advocacy of true family has been advocated, and we are proud and happy to have the founder and advocate of such a noble ideal, Mrs. Hakcha Moon. Together with you, we are really happy and grateful. Let us establish a wonderful, great world. Congratulations again for convening this festival. Honorable Shimamura, thank you very much for your really wonderful message. In spite of your busy schedules, we are really grateful for your participation today, in spite of your busy schedules during this election campaign. Now, today we have about 10,000 people here, and more than anybody else, in order for the true mother, Mrs. Hakcha Moon. This entertainment was dedicated. Now, the one who is most close to the Hakcha Moon, with the hearts and spirits of Hyojeon, we ask Dr. Sonji Moon, who is the president, international president of the Family Federation.
Beloved leaders from throughout Japan, representing all sectors of government, civil society, the media, academia, business, arts, and culture. Brothers and sisters from the Family Federation from across the land, ambassadors for peace, ladies and gentlemen. We gather here to stand together for peace. We stand together on a common ground and a shared vision. We stand together centered on universal values. I am deeply honored to stand on this stage today for such an important purpose. We are all aware that we live in a very troubling time in history. Tensions are on the rise in many parts of the world, and nowhere more intensely than Northeast Asia. At the same time, our environment, our precious planet Earth, is being threatened. Moreover, while some live in excessive comfort and enjoy privileges, many others suffer from poverty, oppression, and lack of opportunity. We are gathered here today to renew our commitment to peace. That is, we are committing ourselves to building a world in which all people and all generations to come live in mutual respect, harmony, cooperation, and mutual prosperity. As my parents have said, we are here to build one family under God, where people of all cultures, nationalities, ethnicities, religions, and races live together, trust one another, and love one another. My parents have dedicated their lives to this goal with absolute commitment and determination. They work ceaselessly to lead a great awakening and raise up a worldwide peace movement centered on God. They have a particular love and respect for people of Japan and recognize that Japan and the Japanese people have a historical, providential role to play at this time in history. My parents have always seen Japan as a mother nation to the world, a parent that lives for the sake of all God's children. Day in and day out, my parents strove to awaken not only the people of Korea and Japan, but people of every nation, so that they may come to understand their true purpose and destiny as God's true children, calling each one to receive heaven's blessing and to raise up loving families, creating a nation where the light of God's true love can spread across the world, healing all suffering, removing all obstacles, resolving all conflict, and returning us all to God's bosom as one united family. Our keynote speaker today is none other than Dr. Hakjahan Moon, our beloved true mother. Together with my late father, my mother has been an unwavering champion for peace. In my heart of hearts, I recognize her as the greatest role model of our time, a liberator of humanity and creation, and the embodiment of purity, goodness, and absolute true love. For 52 years, she stood side by side with my father as a devoted, pure, loving wife, giving birth to 14 strong-willed and passionate children. Since that time of our true father's passing, she has led our worldwide movement forward with wisdom, grace, and clarity, surpassing all expectations. She has ignited the torch of hope and peace for 7.5 billion people of the world to see. She has always lived for the public purpose, working all across the globe, founding charities, schools, scholarship programs, and educational organizations that raise our youth to be peace-loving global citizens. From the time of her birth, she has been guided and protected by heaven. When I asked my mother how and why, at her age, she continues to work so tirelessly for peace, she says, the ideals of true love and lasting peace are God's and true Father's eternal and unchanging hope. For this reason, she pledged to offer every moment of her life to fulfill this goal. My mother is my hero. I know my father is so proud of her. And he is always absolutely by her side. They are eternally committed to working together to achieve God's dream of peace. As my mother delivers this message today, I sincerely hope you will give her your full and complete attention. She is calling upon all of us to rise up as champions for peace, to become manifestations of Heavenly Parents' love and truth, so that together we can usher a new world of lasting peace and prosperity for the whole human family and creation. Please join me now in giving a warm and thunderous welcome to Dr. Hakjahan Moon, my beloved mother and our beloved true mother.
それでは、ハン・ハクチャ総裁のご登壇です。 皆様ご起立いただき、大きな拍手でお迎えいたしましょう。それではハン・ハクチャ総裁に敬杯をお捧げいたします。一同キョンベイパローハン・ハクチャ総裁に花束が贈られます。それではハン・ハクチャ総裁よりメッセージを賜ります。大きな拍手をお送りください。
Respected distinguished leaders in the world, from the world, for this day, to bless this day, today. Especially, Kanagawa Prefecture is challenged all the time. The gate of Japan, historically, I heard. Today, new era, from the view of the providential view regarding Japan, I want to talk about. Today, many things happening in the world. There is no hope for humanity. What's that? With human beings, we cannot make a result. Originally, Creator, God, absolute. If you don't know God, the absolute Creator, there is no answer to solve these questions of this time. Originally, God created all things. Man and woman, which became the origin of the humanities. Different from all things, to humanities, God gave the responsibility during the period of growth. The responsibility with absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, such a heart human beings should have go through the heart. But self-centered heart occurred. That's today's fallen human being. That's why in order to solve today's problems, with human beings, there's no way to solve. Self-centered fall. Today, regardless of big nations, small nations, they think they're own nations. That's why they cannot make a good answers. That's why today, Creator, Heavenly Parent dream. What was that? I will explain it. God, to Adam and Eve, gave growing period. Through the completion of that period, human beings start such a status, namely true parents should have been true parents. However, because human beings could not take responsibility, God only had choice but to wait. That was human-centered. That was providence of restoration. With one word, among human beings, perfected true parents, those who can become completed true parents, should come out. As human beings, before God cannot go out. That's why sorrowful, sad history of providence should have been started. How difficult was it? How hardship was it? Through 4,000 years, through Israelites, begotten Son, God sent Jesus Christ, who can be said as a begotten Son. However, with only Jesus Christ, things were not done. Only with man, they cannot become parents. Central figure, Maria, Zachariah, Judea, Israelites, with one word, they couldn't take responsibility. Israelites, which could not take responsibility through history, how much they could go through indemnity course, we know. Through going to cross, Jesus said, I would come again. Then he came again. Clearly, he said, a marriage of a supper of lamb he would have, he said. Then, the essence of Christianity is begotten daughter. Meeting with the begotten daughter, that's the key. However, in providence, though they didn't know the essence of the providence, there was hope. Christianity started with the hope to meet the second coming. Through central Italy, to go to England, island nation. Centered on England, Antarctic civilization was made and expanded to the world. Namely, Christianity itself didn't know the Jesus Christ's essence. What was the heavenly parent providence? Expansion toward the world, but as a result, self-centered national conclusion was made, retreated. In the Antarctic civilizations cannot take responsibility, retreat. Such a civilization was the conclusion. That's why still allowed to economic development, but the final purpose of human beings, more than eating well, living well, life eternally.
면에 더욱
That's its more essential point.
초점을 맞추었습니다.
Focus on those things.
고대 문명
That's why in the old civilizations,
에집트라든지
such as Egypt,
이베리아 반도라든지
Iberia Peninsula,
거기에서
in those areas, those who sought
미래세계의 행복을
was
위하여
the happiness in the late life after this.
다시 말해서
In other words,
하늘이 세운 나라나
nation which was set up by
책임을 못
the
지게
heaven,
되면
if they cannot take responsibility, then heaven
다시 들어 쓰시지 않습니다.
does not use the area again.
넣고
For the new Providence,
출발할 수 있는
in order
나라를
to start the
세우겠습니다.
new Providence, then set up a new
그것이
nations.
오늘
That's
내가
today
말하고자 하는 대한반도
what I try to
한국입니다.
say. Korea.
내가 1943년에 태어났습니다.
I was born in 1943.
1945년에 해방이 됐습니다.
Liberation was made in 1945.
1950년에
19
6.25 동란이 일어났습니다.
6.25 Korean War started.
일본이었습니다.
The departure of the Korean War was because of Japan. Island nation, politically,
반도와 대륙을 향해 나아가고자 합니다.
islands see a continent through peninsula.
방법에 있어서
In the ways,
하늘이 축복할 수 있는 길을 선택하기는 어렵습니다.
it's not easy to
모든
choose
출발이
ways
자국의
for
이익,
heaven to bless.
자기중심한
Everybody
욕심으로 출발되기
It's easy
때문입니다.
to become
그러나 하늘은
self-centered because of the origin of human beings. But still, the heaven is
섭리는
living.
이렇게 해서
Providence is like this,
진행이 됐습니다.
developed and advanced.
해방이 되면서
Upon the liberation,
일본은
Japan
패전국이 됐습니다.
was in the lost countries.
인간 세계에 있어서
In the world,
손해를 끼치게 된 사람은
if it gave loss, then regardless
보상을
which
해야
is
합니다.
regardless of nation or anything, then need
그러나
to
일본은 그렇게
compensate.
되지 못했습니다.
But Japan could not compensate for it.
그런데
Then
한국에
Korea,
6,000년 만에
after 6,000 years,
하늘이
heaven
찾아 세우신
look for
독생녀,
begotten daughter,
독생자로 말미암아
begotten
참
son.
부모의
Through those
이상이
true parents' ideal
실현되었습니다.
was realized.
그러나
However,
6.25 동란은
Korean War,
민주화
democracy,
공산의 대결입니다.
communism, the fight
한반도를
through
중심 삼고
Korean Peninsula,
민주화 공산
democracy and communism,
한 형제가
one brother and sister
싸우게 됐습니다.
started to fight each other.
그러나
However,
러시아와
Russia
중국이
and China
공산화하면서
were communized,
이북을 지원했습니다.
and then occupied the north side. In Korea was not prepared yet. Then Korean War started. Then heaven, after 2000 years, sought the begotten daughter. There was the responsibility for the begotten daughter. She also needed the growing period. Holy person is received, and then she should be protected. Then putting the home land in north, and then led her to escape to south. In the situation of no protection, the begotten daughter came to the south. Then the United Nations mobilized the 16 nations military force. Heaven's protection, blessing were made. How much? In order to protect in one moment, the heaven worked so hard. We need to think. During those situations, Japan, thanks to the Korean War, enjoyed the economic development. Is it true? Heaven gave blessing. Blessing, in the opposite side, there should be responsibility. True parents blessed as Japan as Eve nation, mother nation. That's why Korea, Japan, the United States centered these three nations. Pacific civilization were opened. Past in the Antarctic civilizations, different from the civilizations centered on true parents. The Pacific civilizations is centered on the filial piety, Hyojong, make the world unite. There is such a responsibility. There is Japan to play such a role, and heaven blessed. In the world, secular world, mothers do everything for children, giving all dedication to those children, especially 7.5 billion humanities. Before them, God's dream, humanity's dream, children's dream, to make that dream realize without any condition, giving all things. Do you understand? In such a seat, your nation, in the past, the mistake, then forgiven. In the in the clever person
잘못한 것은 인정해야 합니다.
can recognize the mistakes in the past. After recognition of the past, then new challenge can be possible.
나는 말하고 싶습니다.
What I want to
이
say,
나라의 정치인들에게
politicians in this nation
역사의 진실을
should
알기를
know
바랍니다.
the fact of history.
여러분들로 말미암아
Thanks to you,
이 나라가
this nation
세계 앞에
should be,
어머니 나라로서의
as mother nation,
꿈과
dream
기가 없는 자리에서 최선을 다하는 이
for
일본 나라가 되기를
those dreams.
축원합니다.
I want such a nation to become Japan. Japan to be such a nation.
여러분들이 원하는 평화,
The peace which you desire or happiness,
베풀면 베풀수록 커지는 것입니다.
the more
나
you
혼자
give,
행복하다고
the
해서
larger,
행복이
bigger
영원하지
you can
않습니다.
receive. That's it's not.
나누어야
If you
커지는
share,
것입니다.
then those become
그런 면에서
bigger. In that situation,
식전 행사 가운데
in this
우리의
rallies event,
이세권
our second generations,
축복 가정들의
blessed families,
보고가
report
있었습니다.
was made. Reports were
그들은
made.
부모님을 알고
Knowing who are
참 부모의
parents,
사상을 알기 때문에
true parents' ideal were
일본만을
understood.
위한 이세가 아닌
They are not only
세계를
for
사랑하고
Japan,
세계를
also
위하여 사는
for the world,
세계
to live for the
인임을
world. They
증거했습니다.
loving world citizen. They testified.
그러한 우리의 이세들이
Such second generations
이 나라에 차고 넘치고 전
are
세계
filled with
200여 개국이 넘는
in this
나라들에
nation
차고 넘칠 때
toward 2,200
하나님
countries.
앞에
Then all
하나님을
7.5 billion
인류
people,
한 가족의 꿈이
then
실현되는
all
것은
people serve
틀림없습니다.
true parents and realize the dream of the God. That's no choice.
특별히
Especially
오늘
today,
가나가와현에서
Kanagawa Prefecture, in Kanagawa Prefecture,
중심이 되어
become
모인
the
이
center,
자리는
the place you
일본의
gather
새로운
today.
역사를 출발시켰던 가나가와 현이
The prefecture which opened the gate historically, the new era,
그 자리로
that become
도약하는
the center,
오늘이 되기를 바랍니다.
challenge the world change and the revolution. I want this place, this opportunity to become such.
우리는
We,
가정 완성을
family completion,
말하고 있습니다.
we are talking about.
일본이 어머니의 나라라면
If Japan
한국은
is
아버지의 나라입니다.
mother nation, then Korea is father's nation.
아버지 어머니가
Father and mother
서로 사랑으로
with love
하나 돼야지
mutually become one.
자녀들이
Then children
행복합니다.
feel happiness.
그렇다면은
If then
과거
past
껄끄러웠던 그 역사는
twisted
여러분들로
past
말미암아
history through yourselves,
청산하고
then
새
cleansed,
시대,
and then toward the new era,
역사의 출발은
new history starts.
아버지 나라, 어머니 나라,
Father's nation,
세계를
mother nation,
대표하는
representing
장자국인
all
미국
and then
3개국이
elder son
섭리의
nation.
중심에서
Three nations stood
진정한
as centered
세계의 평화,
nations. Then a true peace of the world.
진정한 하나님 아래 인류 한 가족의
One
꿈을
family under
이룰
God's
수
dream
있는
will be realized.
그러한 모습들이 되기를
Such
바라며
postures, such attitudes such image.
전 세계 대륙에서
All people in the continent,
그러한 이상 실현의 꿈이
such a
일어나고 있다는
realization
것을
of ideal is
알기
rising up.
바랍니다.
Those continents
그런
will
점에서
know them.
다시
In
한번
this sense, again,
일본의 역할이
Japan's role
세계 평화를 이룩하는데
in order to realize world peace,
역할이 된다는
the big,
것을
large
말하면서
responsibility I would
이
emphasize
가나가와 현과
in
이
Kanagawa
나라의
Prefecture, in this nation,
영원하신
eternal,
하늘의 국률이 함께 하시기를 기원하며
the heavens
말씀을
guidance I
마감하고자
pray for.
합니다.
I would like to conclude.
ありがとうございました。私たちは韓国総裁
Thank you very
のメッ
much.
セージをしっかりと胸に携えて向上の光
With
を
our
放ち
message in
神奈
our
川から
hearts,
全世界に希望を
we
与えてい
shall
きましょう。
bring about hope for the whole world.
それでは御満声を行います。
Now we will have the
皆様ご起立
Okmansei.
をお願いいたします。
Please stand up.
最前列の皆様もご登壇をお願いいたします。
The first
御
line,
満声
people
は
of the
大
first
満
line,
地
please
区
come
行部
on
ト
the
ール
stage.
首長にお願いいたし
The
ます。
Okmansei will be led by Mr. Toru Gyobu, the regional director of the 4th region. At this moment, Japan passes through enormous challenges. Japan's Diet lower house was dissolved in order to break through these challenges, and we are in the middle of general elections campaign. The most vital issue of all the challenges may be the decreasing child population, according to the Prime Minister Abe. In order to help Japan overcome these challenges, the Family Federation has a great responsibility because we know the problems. As we have received Dr. Hak Jahan Moon to Japan, we are committed to open up a new Japan and new world. Thanking for the success in the festival, and wishing to break through these national challenges, I'd like to lead for Okmansei.
ピースラビングフェスティバル神奈川大会おまんせ
では最後に皆さんでハン・ハクチャ総裁に敬杯をお捧げいたしましょう。一同キョンベイパローありがとうございました。